Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, you're gonna see how I achieved this look only using drugstore products. I'm so excited to film this one. I was just so excited when I came up here to film because I looked at everything and I know how much every product cost me, and to see this as the end result, I'm so excited for you guys to see. I recommend all of these products. You could get a beautiful look just like this one for such a cheaper price point. I promise you, you're gonna love this video. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I used an eyeshadow palette that I use for multiple things. I also used it for blush. It's so gorgeous and it cost me $10. Normal palettes will cost you anywhere between $30 to $50 on the regular. That's what you see a lot. A lot of the makeup artists now and beauty people, YouTube people will show you the really high-end stuff. But in today's video, I'm gonna show you a super affordable palette along with a lot of other products from the drugstore. So if you're interested to see how to get an awesome look for a cheap price, then just keep on watching. I already have on my moisturizer. Today for a primer, just so you know, I did use my go-to Clean and Clear Dual Action. This is my pretty much everyday moisturizer. I put it on when I got out of the shower, so we're gonna hop on to primer. Today's primer I'm using, it's the Flower Power Primer. It's the Pore Minimizing Primer. It's actually Drew Barrymore's primer. So I got it a while ago. I want to say I got it from Walmart and I tried it. It's this green one. I like it. I really do like it. It's lightweight. It wasn't more than $10 and I don't use it every day. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely don't use it every day, but it's not one that I'm like, why'd I buy it? It's one that I actually use and I do really like it. It's definitely better than that Maybelline one I've used before. So I just hit up the normal areas. I definitely hit by the T-zone and I just swiggle it all around. For foundation today, I'm using for the first time, a lot of people have spoken about this foundation. It's the Wet n Wild. It's their foundation in Classic Beige Photo Focus. I really hope it's the right color for me. This is a cruelty-free product. This is a cruelty-free product. I have never used it before. I got it from Walmart for probably like $5. So I'm just gonna shake this guy up, and I'm also excited to try this new brush. I got this from Polish. It's called Polish, the brand, but I actually got it from TJ Maxx. So it has a nice angled side and also a flat top. I'm gonna use the flat top. Obviously, super excited to try all this stuff. So let's go in. Whew. Wow. First impression of the consistency, I feel like it's definitely light. It feels like runny to me, which I don't know if I like it yet. So hopefully it's the right color. Let's blend it on in. I'm liking this finish. I definitely think that for one coat, it definitely looks good. Like I don't need to apply anything else. I like how it gives me a little bit of a tan. And this is in the color beige, I want to say. Natural beige, true beige. This is classic beige. So I definitely like this finish. I feel like it works out well and it doesn't seem too dark or too light. It looks right. So the next part of my routine, I like to do foundation and then I follow it up with concealer. Today I'm using Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer. I used to rock this every single day, and then I tried Tarte's Tape Shape, and I do absolutely love that concealer, but I also love this one, and the price point is so different. This guy will run you $5, whereas Tarte Tape Shape will run you, I want to say it's like $23, maybe even $30. It's definitely expensive. So today we're going in with Maybelline's Fit Me. I got it in the color light, and that is, yeah, wait, I got it in the color light, that is 10. So here are all the spots that I do my concealer. This is an everyday thing for me. I like to cover my under eye circles as well as brighten by my eyebrows, by the chin, a little bit along the nose. So this is what I do, and now we're just gonna blend it. This is a Real Technique sponge. It's their mini version, so it gets right into the creases by my under eyes. I love this technique. So directly after I put on my under eye concealer, I like to go straight into setting it with my powder. Today I'm using this HD Flawless powder. I got this from TJ Maxx. I usually have been using Laura Mercier's, but because today's all about drugstore and affordable, we're gonna do this guy. So it's brand new. I'm just gonna tap some of this powder right here, and I'm gonna pop it under my eyes. I always like to do under my eyes first because I feel like that's where I want to avoid the creasing the most. So I like to do that first just as like a time thing. Then I will move along to my eyelids and over by my brows, my chin, and everywhere else. So lately, on top of just setting where I put my concealer, I like to just go in with my big, this is from Laura Mercier, but it's just an applicator. And I like to just set it a little bit to avoid any shine. This is an extra step, you definitely don't have to do this, but for me, I like a matte finish, so I want to just make sure that everything is set, nothing looks wet, you know what I'm saying? Like this powder, just anytime I put a liquid on, I like to just tap it off with a powder, just set it and forget it. So I have a little bit of a dilemma. There's so many options for bronzers at the drugstore. Unfortunately for me, the two that I have today both broke. I have a Maybelline Masterpiece. I've always used that, so I'm not gonna use that one today, but instead I'm gonna use this Physicians Formula. It's broken, but the product's still there. It's their powdered palette in the multicolored bronzer. It's matte. I absolutely love it. And I'm just gonna use an angled brush. I got this guy from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna go in and do my normal carving out of the face. And I'm just gonna use a light hand because this is a very dark color. It's a bronzer. So I just wanna keep that in mind that I'm not fully coloring my face. We're not going in with a hard hand trying to make a huge distinction. What I want to start off with is a light hand and build up. So keep that in mind when you're applying bronzer. You want to start off with a light hand and build up. Let's move along to what I'm most excited about, and that is the eyeshadow palette. I picked this up from Walmart. It is a Maybelline New York palette, and this is in the Lemonade Craze. What I love about it, not only are these gorgeous colors, but what I also love about it is that it lists the name of each color on the front of the palette. You never see that. I love that this palette has it. So the first color that I'm going to go in with today is going to be Sunny's, and I'm going to throw that on the lid, completely all over my lid. For my transition color today, I'm going to use Sweet Tea. It is just a neutral brown light color that's going to just sweep across in the middle of my lid. Now just for a little pop, I'm gonna use this Ice Pop color. This looks like such a beautiful color, but I feel like it's gonna be very pigmented. So I'm just gonna dip it in, tap it off, and go in very lightly on the outer corner and lightly sweep across, going from the outside to the inside. Outside. Alright, now for a part that I'm definitely excited about, I want to do the lid. So I'm going with Citrus. So I'm just going to take my finger right here, little in the air. So now I'm just going to complete my brows off camera, and we're going to come right back and finish up the eyes. So if you want to see that routine, I actually did a video on it. I'll link it down below, but I figured I would just do the brows off camera. So let's move along. I'm going to hop into mascara. Today we're using Voluminous Mascara by L'Oreal. I bought their 2-pack from Walmart. I got this for $10 for both of them. I just love this mascara. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So for blush today, we're moving along. I absolutely love a Wet n Wild blush. I have that in a couple of different colors, but since I've moved, I don't know what I did with that. So today I'm gonna improvise because I'm gonna stick to drugstore. What I'm gonna do today is actually use the color Ice Pop from this palette from Maybelline. And I'm actually just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna just dip it in a little bit. And as you can see, I have a little bit of product on my finger, just a little bit. And I'm gonna be strategic about where I place it, but I'm gonna use this, and I think this is gonna work very well because it's gonna kind of balance with my eye color since we do have a little bit of this in my eye. So I'm just gonna go up by the cheekbone and I'm just gonna pat it in ever so gently to get a little bit of shade, but not crazy. So we're just gonna go like this, just to give a little bit. Last thing we need to do is set it. Today I'm using Milani's Make It Last. I love the setting spray, not only because it lasts, but it also smells so good. Now the last thing that I like to do is a lip. Right now I have on my EOS. It's just in like their regular clear whatever, but I'm actually going to put on this guy. This is by Yes to Prime Lip Oil. It was like $2 or $3 from Marshall's. It's just a little bit of an oil, and we're just gonna use that to brighten up the lips. Alright guys, so that completes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I promise you that you could get an awesome look just like this one for such a cheaper price point. I definitely enjoy getting things from the drugstore. It's not talked about enough. I always am looking for savings. I'll use eBay. I shop online for Walmart. I shop online for Target. I know that it's a struggle sometimes to choose, especially if you're not so much of a makeup-y person, but you want to dip into it. I really hope you found this video to be useful. I totally recommend these products, especially this Maybelline Lemonade Craze. I love it so much. I love this eye look. It was a multi-user. I used it for blush. I absolutely love this look, and it cost me a lot less than most looks do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. I love you guys so much for watching, and until my next video next week, bye guys.